Hey guys, just listen to the smooth tunes while we're preparing. Hey Jamila, hey Mike. Hey guys. Hey Mike J, make sure you stay on. I'm definitely gonna need you on this one. That's right, Mike J. Each time I go live, I'm gonna try to support someone else's brand. So please know that's what I'll be doing. Wow, guys, it's your girl, Lily Mae, better known as Sanaj, and it's consulting time. I am waiting for Miss TomiGirl to come on and put herself in queue so we can get this road on the show. So listen up. Um, this topic is it's very important. We are going to talk to the ladies, but guys, we need you too because we're going to talk about the difference between a house and a home. And Miss TomiGirl is here, so let me get her on. And here she is here. So let me make sure we get her ready to rock and roll. So guys, once Miss TomiGirl gets on, I will let her introduce herself. I'm an awesome young lady. So as soon as she pops up, I will let her introduce herself, and we're gonna keep it rolling just like that. So hopefully she will be on the live soon. It says adding. It doesn't say connecting. So I added you, baby girl. So hopefully it'll let you bring yourself on. But if you look in the caption, the questions are really simple. The questions are as follows. What is the difference between a house and a home? Are you sharing a house with somebody trying to get a ring thinking that that's the way to get on? If you are, you might be setting yourself up for failure. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get Miss TomiGirl on here so she can there she goes. All right, so let me get her on here. Okay. So Miss TomiGirl, it should be letting you in now. I'm trying to add you again. I don't know what's going on. This live been tripping here a little bit lately. And hopefully we can get her on. It's still saying adding, not saying connecting. So did you accept the invitation yet? It just said you declined it, baby doll. So I'm gonna try it one more time because it's saying that you declined it. So let's try again. We just gonna keep on trying till we make it work. So guys, basically the reason that we're discussing is simply because
Let me see
a
if it
lot of
works.
kids,
Oh, can you see
hey,
me?
Miss
Hello, people. How y'all doing?
love, love,
Look,
love.
Facebook
So
tried
first
to
of all,
play with us.
it is. Tell everybody who you are and just tell them a little bit about you, and then we'll jump into the topic at hand.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm Miss TomiGirl. I am VP of Blind. That's Boss Lady Industry Networking and Empire. We cater to the industry needs. Anything you need, someone like myself, actress, host, party planner, industry DJs, we do it all. Um, just a little bit about myself. I do a little bit of acting, hosting. I'm actually going to be the star of the Cab's Finest. It's a reality show. Going to be shut up in the Cab, Atlanta, Georgia. So y'all stay tuned. I'm just saying. But I'm really excited to be here with you all today and talk on this topic because it is one that needs some discussion. I'm just saying.
Yes, and Miss TomiGirl, I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I'm gonna try to. I gotta pray about it, but I know that we
Let's
got some
all
work.
let's all say a little prayer. We're gonna pray right now. No, I'm just playing.
All right, so Miss TomiGirl, let's dive in. So, what's the difference between a house and a home? So, guys, first and foremost, let me explain this to you. What I've been noticing is that there are a lot of guys and a lot of young ladies who seemingly are shacking. Now, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about the shack just to save money. I'm talking about the shacking that you ladies are doing, bringing men into your house just so you don't have to be alone in hopes that you're going to get a ring one day. That doesn't work. That's how we got the topic. Main house or a home situation. First thing we have to do is talk about what's the difference between a house and a home. See, a house is something concrete. A house is actual, where your actual is what you make it based off of your thoughts, your feelings, and the love and the
Right.
effort that you put into that place. So, Miss TomiGirl, what's your input or what are your thoughts about how we as women don't want to be alone, so we seemingly are playing house in home situations?
What I will say first and foremost, you hit the nail on the head when we're talking about foundation.
Yes,
A lot of women sit here and how can I say, we look to these boys and we're trying to make them into men.
that's right.
I ain't talking about boy. Look, I ain't talking about boys and men, the singing group either. I'm just saying. We try to make these boys into men who are not, they don't have a foundation. They don't have a background. They don't even have anything brought to the table. And like you said, women nowadays honestly don't want to be by themselves. We put ourselves into these situationships. I call them situationships. They're not relationships. We put them
Pseudo relationships.
exactly
Pseudo relationships.
ourselves into these situationships trying to create the man of our dreams. And all I'm saying is, for us women, number one, we need to know our roles in the relationship, what it is that we're bringing into the relationship. And we need to stop, how can I say, expecting, like I said, these boys to give us something that they don't have any idea on how to do. They want to sit home and play PlayStation. Some of them ain't even had a job, but we just want to say we got a man. We want to be a mama in a relationship instead of being a woman.
So all right, all right. Let's talk about that. And guys, listen, this is consulting time with Miss Sanaj and Miss TomiGirl out at ATL, reality TV star, model extraordinaire, and she's still a BBW. And congratulations on your weight loss. We weight loss sisters have to support each other. But you said a couple of things that was awesome. You know, I find that I have a very nurturing spirit. So I
Mm-hmm.
attract men who are looking for a mama or a
Right.
psychiatrist. And
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
myself, once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, you know what? Because in my mind, I was one of those. I was one that thought I could save somebody and mold them
Yeah.
into what I want them to be. But guess what? I figured it out. I started slowly, surely cutting that fake cord.
Mm-hmm.
Miss TomiGirl, look, this is where I am. We need to tell these young ladies, number one, you gotta love yourself. And I think
Exactly.
that's probably the biggest part of it. Young ladies don't love themselves and they haven't had a foundation at home. So they fall in line with men who know what to say, when to say it, and they feed on their vulnerability. And because
Mm-hmm.
they're their vulnerability, they fall into the trap. What
Right.
would you, from your experience, how do you weed and seed so that you won't be playing house in a homeless situation?
I'm sorry, the phone went out just a little bit. What was that? What was the last part of that question?
What I said was, what would your advice be to these young ladies so that they won't be playing house in a homeless situation?
Okay. Well, one thing that I will say up front is you set the tone and the expectation of that man up front. We do background checks for credit cards. When we go apply for a house, we do all these background checks, but we don't think to do a background check on this man.
That's
So the
right.
first thing is to do a thorough background check. See what
That's
his
right.
credentials are. What qualifies him as somebody potentially to be somebody that's going to be someone you want to invest in. If you go out and invest in stock before you buy that stock, don't you do some research first? You don't just jump
Girl,
into something.
I ain't gotta think about no stop. Now, and see, that's the other thing. And this is my personal opinion. Um, Yesterday we talked about the fact, whether the man should pay for everything or not, right? And
Right,
my personal opinion is it differs from marriage to relationship. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But when you were talking about stock and background check, you are right. Because there are men and women, I need y'all to listen to this. Be careful when men begin to wine and dine you too soon. Because sometimes that they are married, they're trying to use you to say that their wife may not be.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are men out, and I call them MLS, married living single. MLS, married
Whoop,
living
whoop.
single. Out
Mm-hmm.
here, okay, and they're out here and they are watching and they are learning you can woo you. They may see you wear pink a lot. They might bring you something pink, and
Right.
you're like, "Oh my God, this man is paying attention to me." But watching you and praying that you're going to give them the attention that he's not getting from his wife. So you have to be careful of these MLS men. You also have to be careful of the drinkers and the misers and the aspirers. Yes, we need to dream. Yes, we need to vision for life. But be mindful of those individuals who have such a great, clear vision, but seemingly you gotta have some
Right.
kind of means when things happen. So, Miss Tommy Girl, when I told you we were talking about playing house, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Well, playing house to me is a woman who really you're doing all the qualities of a wife, but you don't have any kind of commitment or anyone that's working towards a commitment or a future with you. So we have to be careful,
All right.
ladies, of giving all of these privileges and benefits to these men as if you are their wife already, when really, if you done did all that, what do they need you for? What are you giving them to really look forward to in the relationship? You know what I'm saying? So that's really the first thing that
That's
came to my mind, is giving them all the wifely qualities before you are the wife. Like Beyonce said, if you liked it, then you should have put a what on it? A
that's
ring,
right.
baby.
That's
Ooh,
right.
I'm
That's
just
right.
saying.
I
Give me
wanna
my
let me look. I
give me my
wanna
flowers, give me my ring.
right. So Miss Tommy Girl, let me get some of these comments. So Arthur Tracy Honey Scott, shout out to Auntie Tracy. She said the problem is most fall in lust before the long love conversations wasn't had in the beginning. Women equate a good orgasm with a promissory note of commitment. I agree. I agree.
Oh, let me throw some in on that. Let me throw some in on that. I'm gonna put some sauce on top of that. Let me tell y'all
Put some
ladies
sauce
something.
on it.
I'm gonna put some sauce on it. Because for some reason, now ladies, I'm gonna have to get on us for a minute. Some of us ladies think our box, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all think y'all the only one in the world with a treasure box. When it come down to the reality of things, baby, when it come down to a man will go out there and stick his key in any box that will allow it in. So you have to have something more than just the treasure box. And I'm sorry, an orgasm is not going to get you a future. So you have to bring more to the
Woo!
table and not make that the first priority in your relationship. Come on now, because if you
That's
sit
right.
here and think about it, you wonder why you got so many of these quote unquote thoughtzillas and all these women out here who we look at, those of us that want to be in a committed relationship, we look at some of these women and women and we wonder how they out here getting all these men. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. And I'm not trying to put the men down, but the truth of the matter is they think with a different priority. Y'all know where I'm
That's
coming
right.
from. So you got to treasure your treasure box and get with a man who's rooted in something, who's going to see other qualities in you that's going to make you marketable to where he don't want to lose you. He can get a treasure box anywhere. Real talk. But you know, my treasure box is a
Wow,
treasure,
wow,
so
wow, wow.
I'm just saying.
So, mm, yes, and so Miss Tommy Girl, I don't know what's going on, but your connection keep freezing up, and we need them to understand and hear what you're saying because you come with the
Let me
thunder.
see here. Hang
You
on.
come with the thunder. Okay. So guys, listen, this is what we're talking about. The topic is
Okay.
what's the difference
Let me know if it's
between
any
a
better.
house and okay, baby.
Okay.
Honey, if you're doing that, you are playing house in a homeless situation. And the reality is, there are a lot of you out there that are married and homeless because you're married and you're married for a picture. You're married, and I'm talking to the fellas too. Fellas, you're marrying these trophies, but they're not. Home is here and here.
Mm-hmm.
House is the physical being. A house is what you pay that mortgage on every month. A home
Right.
is what you pay that mortgage on. You don't mind paying it because you know it's filled with love and joy, peace, unity, and tranquility. So, why homeless situation? See, let's check
Mm-hmm.
in with some of our people in the comments got going on. Okay,
You don't
okay. So
you
it's
don't want to be
tenfold.
that piece of property that
Yay.
a man is renting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. That's true. Very much true. Very much true.
You want to be that piece of
Um,
property that he's investing in. You don't want to be a rental center. You don't want to be like that.
no, you don't even want to be a timeshare, baby, because timeshares get used during seasons. You don't want to be a timeshare. You don't want to be seasonal. So, Miss Tommy girl, tell me this.
Exactly.
In your experience, because you're a lot more mature and well versed than many of us. How have you conducted yourself, or how do you feel like you might conduct
I'm sorry, it's going in and out, Sanaj.
yourself? So, how do you conduct yourself, or how do you deal with things when you feel like you're going to be floating into a house like situation?
Okay. Well, I said a little bit earlier on my live, one of the main things in a relationship is communication. If
That's what
I
I was
can't,
looking for.
you have to have communication. If you can't, if you know, a lot of people, I'm gonna be honest with you, go into relationships or situationships, and it's all about me and I. They're not looking at, this is another human being that's involved in this relationship. So communication on how I feel. I'm never going to be the type of woman that's going to hide how I feel. See, a lot of women get into these relationships, and if you feel hurt or if you have doubt where it's really affected you as a woman, we get scared of communicating our real feelings to these men. And all I'm saying is, when you go into a relationship, me personally, I'm a communicator. We have to talk. And if my feelings don't matter to you, then I already know I'm not going to waste my time because you're not willing to hear me out. I give that same respect to the man as well. I encourage them, talk to me, communicate, whether it hurt my feelings or not. I don't need you to worry about that aspect of it, but truth and
Right.
communication is everything. If I can have that and sense that and feel that, then I know I'm on to something real.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit and let's talk about how we can set ourselves up to be marketable. But to be marketable in the sense that we're in position for good men and not male good.
Mm,
Because my thing is, I think that we do all of this and we do all of this, but we marketing
mm-hmm,
ourselves for male good, that package, and we're
right.
not marketing ourselves for good men.
Mm-hmm,
And my personal opinion is that the first thing we have to do, we have to begin to intellectually stimulate. And if they can't do that,
right. Mm-hmm,
I think I think that we're focusing too much on celebrity status, and we're focusing too much on that paper though, that we're not really doing what we need to do as women to make ourselves presentable to a good man. And then a whole lot of people don't know what a good man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we also have to look at what constitutes a good man. What is a good man?
Okay,
You
okay.
know, is a good man just somebody who got a job? Does he have to be a millionaire? Does he have to have a car? You know, we got to look at what do we think a good man is. And if you don't really have the
True.
definition of a good man, you're going to be out here wandering forever. Me personally, I don't care if this man is a garbage man or if he's a millionaire. A lot of people equate a good man with someone who has
Exactly.
money and possessions. It's not all about that, baby, because I can tell you, you can get a man that's got all this, that, and the third, and will treat you just like dirt up under his shoe. But you'll let that good man who is hard
Yes, yes,
working,
yes.
who will give you his all, but because he ride on the back of that truck, you don't want to fool with him. So sometimes we have to look
That's
within
right.
ourselves to say, what is our issue? Why are we missing these good men? And we're giving ourselves to these men who really don't have no value in you at all, because we're looking at their physicalities, what it is that they can bring to the table, and that's it. It's more to the game than that.
And it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And I think that in 2018 we're settling. We're
Mm-hmm.
settling. Now I will say this, it's a whole lot of very, 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 very good, decent, nice black men
Mm-hmm.
who are locked up.
Right.
You know, coming out of the criminal justice system, I had an opportunity to work with some awesome individuals that I felt bad for them because they realized that what they done had ruined their lives. And a lot of them would allude to the fact that I want my daughter to have a man like me, but I don't want that man to make the decisions that I made. So I say that
Right.
to say this: don't look at the situation and judge him based off of his situation, because we all make mistakes when we're young. We all
True.
make bad decisions.
Nobody's
Hell, I'm
perfect.
still making bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's address this. Lula Dickinson said, "You also need to stop men from talking to you in any kind of manner. Make him respect you." You damn right. And
Hello.
you know, it's so funny. It's funny because in the heat of the moment, you feel where I'm going. We all adults here. In the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
you might say,
Mm-hmm.
you
Might
might
do a
say,
little something, you know.
and and
Mm-hmm.
but I think the reality is that, hey, bitch, come here. That is never appropriate.
No.
That is never.
That's my bitch. This my oh no, baby. No, 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 no. You
For one, I'm
your
nobody's
man
property.
should treat you like a queen. Exactly. You should be treated like a queen. Respected.
Very much so. But,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to think about hip hop culture and how that's impacting and affecting our men. Because the reality is this: men of today are just oversized little boys who are looking for toys to play with. And when they get tired of one toy, they want to play with another. Now, let me disclaim, not all men, guys, so don't think we're
Right.
bashing you. But what we need you to understand is we're at a point, we're in our 30s. So we're at a point where we are looking for that man who knows where health insurance
Mm-hmm.
understands that a woman doesn't stand behind you. She stands beside you,
Right.
because if you're backwards and she can grip you.
But the one thing, now I will say this, because I also have
Mm-hmm.
to be devil's advocate. Ladies,
Okay.
we must know our place in the relationship as women, because some of us have been out here so independent that we don't want to allow when a real man does show up. We don't know how to fall in line where we need to be as women. Some of us think catering to a man, cooking him dinner, making sure his
I think
clothes
Miss
are
Tommy.
together, that this is grandma stuff. We don't do those things no more. But at the same time, if you believe, which I know a lot of us do, and I don't want to make this a sermon, but when there's a certain order in the house, my man has to be the head. And I, as a woman, need to allow him to be just that. Now, I am his helpmeet. I'm going to be there to support him. I'm going to be right there beside him, but I'm never going to walk in front of him. And I've seen it and I've witnessed this too many times where women are telling grown men what to do. And these are men who are really good men who are out here working. They're handling their business, but we don't want to allow them to be the man. We got to learn, strong women, when God does bless you with somebody, allow him to be the man. Step down.
And you know what? I can be a strong woman and admit I'm guilty of that because I'm so used to doing things on my own that it's hard for me to let
Me
somebody do
too.
something for me. It's so hard, so hard. But you said something, and I'm gonna piggyback off of that. And shout out to Arthur Tracy Hardy Scott. She said, totally agree. And if you can't do that, you have no trust nor respect for your man. And online dating is the thing now. And so I can remember, talking to people and matter of fact, people talking on Facebook like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, let me come through, let's chill. Mm-mm, you're not into my house. I don't know you. We don't want to talk about point. Already talk about what the I to take their rightful place. It's many others are hiring these boys and and babying these boys and taking up for these boys, paying these boys away, letting these boys at
Yes, Naz, your volume, it's breaking up a little bit.
let's see what's going on. Why this sound is messing up, babies. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay,
Hmm.
is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. So many of these mothers are really just allowing themselves to control their sons. And the thing is they're not letting the boys become men. So what are your suggestions on that? And most of the time you see that in single parent homes where mamas cannot let those boys go. So
See,
what are
it's done
your thoughts
froze
in
up.
regards? It froze?
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of breaking up. And
Oh, guys, not sure what's going on, but what we're gonna do is, Miss Tommy Girl, put yourself back in queue. If anybody else wants to get in queue and wants to jump in on this conversation, please, by all means, select the white and green camera at the bottom of the screen and put yourself in queue. And I would love to bring you on and let's talk about this thing because it's real. This thing is real. I'm not sure why it's going in and out and has static. I could hear the static too, so I don't know exactly what that is or what's going on with that. But thank you guys for chiming
okay, we
in.
trying it
Um,
again.
no problem. But oh, AJ said thank you for clarifying that it's not every man, and that's true. We don't ever want you to think that we think it's all men. We know it's not all men, but the reality is that it's so many men that you're almost like, okay, what next? Because I know for me, I get annoyed
Right.
and I'm like, okay, what the hell is next? Next.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like auditions. Next. I get
Right.
tired.
But I think that a lot of us women, we go
Mhm.
out searching too much. And what we need to do is not be afraid to be alone for a little while. Work on
That's
self
right.
first, because I'm a firm believer in law of attraction. And what it is that you boomerang out into the stratosphere is what's designed to come back to you. And I've been guilty of that. I've gone out too much trying to search for the wrong thing. So when I
Mm.
sat back, and this is real talk now, this just recently happened in Miss Tommy Girl's world, for real, real talk. I sat down over a year ago. I prayed and I said, Lord, I'm tired of searching. I'm tired of going out here getting into the wrong situationships. I need for you to show me who I'm designed for. What do I need to do to fix myself? Now, over the last year and a half, have I made mistakes? Have I made hiccups? Yes. I am not perfect. However, God showed me who it was that I was supposed to have in my life. Now I can say I am in a happy place. One thing I have learned, you don't put all your business out there on Facebook. You don't have 50 million different people in your business. That's where we mess up. But when you allow yourself to grow as a woman, fix yourself before you go
Mm-hmm.
out trying to fix these men, because, baby, you can't fix a grown man. But when you get
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
yourself right, God will bring the man that's already ready to receive the woman that you have become and blossomed into. I'm just saying.
Mm.
So don't be afraid to be by yourself. It's a good thing.
Yes, Miss.
I'm
Yes,
just
Miss
saying.
Homegirl. Tell it like it is. Tell it like it is, honey.
I'm just saying.
Wow. I just, I think that in 2018, and I have to keep referencing 2018. In 2018, we have got to make sure that we're showing these little girls which way to go and these young boys because, me teaching high
Mm-hmm.
school, I see people in relationships and they
Right.
think that the more you abuse a person, the more you love them because all they're seeing in the household is trauma.
Mm-hmm. That's the
All
truth.
you see on reality TV is trauma. Everybody wants to be a Kardashian, or everybody wants to be Addie, and everybody wants to be Stevie J and Candy and all this foolishness. And it's like
Right.
Tamar events or Tamar events. More money, more problems.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. Like what I would say, let it
Exactly.
alone, let it alone. And,
Mm-hmm.
guys, the reality is this. Stop playing house in these homeless situations. You cannot make a house into a home when you're homeless.
Exactly.
And your homelessness is here. Wow. So Miss Tommy girl, you got any final thoughts or any final words for the masses today?
Yeah, the final words that I have, ladies, basically just reiterating what I just said. Get your house in order first.
Mm.
Become the best you that you can be. Stop trying to create this man, this imaginary man, when the reality is who was purpose for you was already created before you were even born into this world. But
Mm.
he's waiting on
Mm.
you to get yourself right. He's waiting on you to get rid of your past hurt, your past problems, your past issues. He's waiting for you to get all that stuff in your past. And let me tell you this, when you pray for forgiveness and when you ask the Lord to deliver me out of this past thing that's binding my mind and binding my heart where I can't love unconditional, when you get rid of all that, don't ever look back. Look forward and walk forward into your future. And I promise you, it will never disappoint you. But you got to grow into that. I'm just saying. And I'm just a walking testimony of that. That's why I can smile so bright. I'm just saying.
Girl, you better tell it like it. Guys, wow. It's consulting time with Sanaj and my special guest, Miss Tommy Girl. Miss Tommy Girl, shout out your social media so everybody
All
can
right.
find you and let us know what we can expect from you.
Thank Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys can follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Miss Tommy Girl. That's MSTOMIGIRL. I am again the VP of Blind. That's Boss Lady Industry Networking Empire. Again, we cater to the industry needs. You can follow Blind on Instagram under Blind 2017. If you want to book Miss Tommy Girl to host your event, acting gigs, branding, model, you name it. I'm a jack of all trades. I do it all. You can reach my manager and CEO of Blind, who is Renee Boss Lady Austin, under
Hey,
blindempire at gmail.com. That Renee Boss Lady. Ooh, ooh.
Renee.
So, but again, I got the reality show coming, the Cab's Finest. We have a whole host of other events that we'll be attending and going to throughout the year. So again, reach out to you, girl. I love to see and hear from you. Thank you again for having me on.
Yes, yes, yes. And Miss Tommy Girl, really, even if I can only be with you in the summer, ATL is gonna get the Lily to the May, and we're gonna grace
Hey,
the green
hey,
screen
Lily,
together.
Lily to the May, Lily to the May, hey. Y'all better get
I
ready.
I do I do foresee us gracing the picture, the motion screen together. So I'm getting my house in order. But I'm getting my house in
That's
order
right,
so that
baby.
I can come and sit in Miss Tommy's house and really do the daggone thing. So thank you, boo.
Boom.
And all I can
Thank
say is this,
you.
fellas, this is for the fellas. Fellas, in order for a lady to prepare herself for you, and in order for you to receive that lady, you got to step your game up. You got to get your house in order, and you have to seek ye first. Now you go and research the rest. Once again, it's consulting time with your girl, Sanaj, also known as
That's
Lily
right.
Mae, at Lily Mae hyphen Sanaj hyphen MBG, and I will always bring you my opinion, but I'm going to bring you some research to substantiate any claims that I make. Once again, it's consulting time. It's been
That's
fun.
right.
Bye.